Hello everyone, my name is Vinod. I got 10 plus years of experience in IT and I help students and IT professionals to learn and explore all about Microsoft 365, Azure Cloud and FinOps, right? And that's all about me. So in this video, I'm going to talk about how we can configure the Windows sign-in method or Windows SSPR method for Windows devices using Microsoft Intune, right? So how we can configure that method, which is going to let end users to reset their passwords on their devices and when the device is locked itself, right? In most cases or in many cases, such situations are available or as well as in many cases, users are not able to reset their passwords on the device when the device is locked out and they need to reach out to their help desk team by calling out on a particular help desk number, or maybe they need to reach out via chat or they need to reach out via email, right? So these are the different methods where people have to reach out to those respective team and get their password reset for them, right? So let's go ahead and do that. So I'm going to simply go ahead and share my screen and show you how you can configure that using Microsoft Intune, right? So let's go ahead and do that. Let me share my screen quickly here, and then you should be able to see it. So I'm on 365 portal, and here I'm going to configure that policy in Intune, right? And this policy is going to be the one which is going to simply allow us to configure, and then by configuring that policy, we would be able to let end users to configure or reset their passwords when the device is locked and they forgot their password or they need to change the password, right? So this is going to be something which is enabled or which needs to be enabled from Intune side to let people change their or reset their passwords, and which is a SSPR capability, which is single or self-service password reset, right? So we do see that end users get the options to reset their password. For example, has a URL dot, which is let me aka.ms/SSPR setup. So this is that URL where end users would simply be landed to, and they need to authenticate themselves and they need to simply reset their passwords or maybe change their passwords from the portal or within the PC, right? But when they are locked out and they don't have option to reset, and that is why this option is going to be handy for them to reset their passwords. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. So let's go to devices and then Windows. So this is going to be specifically for Windows devices. Then configuration profile. So we are going to create a configuration profile, which is going to simply allow us to create a profile, and then we are going to configure a custom OMA URI for that. And that URI is going to let users to reset their passwords on the screen or on the devices, right? So create a new policy here, select the Windows 10 and later, and then templates. So from templates here, we need to select the custom one and then click on create. So by creating it, we are going to create that one. So I'm going to copy paste the pre-built or defined name that I have already created here. So you can give any name, any description that is suitable for you, right? And basis on that, it is going to let you do that, right? So click next. Here is the configuration setting that we need to add, right? So click on add button here, and I'm going to give it the same name and same description. And I'm going to pick up that OMA URI from this file that I have copied from. And then I'm going to paste it here so that this policy is going to be created. And here we need to click or select integer, and then select the type integer 1, right? So this is the OMA URI setting that we are adding in order to let end users reset their own passwords on the locked screen. And click on save button. So once it is saved, It is going to be saved for us, and then we should be ready to go to the next. So here I'm not going to add or change anything as it's a scope tags, but definitely we can go ahead and do that as per our requirement and needs, and then click next. So here's the real assignment where we wanted to assign this policy to all devices, all users, or a specific group, be it a user group, device group, or a specific group that we wanted to target for the testing purpose, or maybe for our initial pilot group purpose, right? So I'm going to target all the devices for now, as well as all the users, and we can go ahead and deploy this. So click next, and this is applicability rule where we need to select applicable rule, or this is in case when this is something when we wanted to apply this policy only to a specific group of devices which has a version of a particular number, maybe 10 point or 10.0.0 or maybe 10.8 point or something like that, right? So that way we can filter out the policy and deploy this one. So let's say assign profile if the OS version is going to be something like this and something like this, right? So this is going to be something that we are going to target, right? So this way we can decide and define that. If not, then we can change that to maybe OS editions. So OS edition is going to be, this is the list of OS editions that we can target out, including Windows 10, 11, education, enterprise, holographic for business, home, and all other. So I'm going to target Windows 10, 11 enterprise operating systems. And that is what I wanted to deploy this policy all about, right? So this is that applicability rule where we wanted to deploy this policy on. The next is going to be the review and create. So this is the last stage of this policy creation where we can simply see all the basic as well as configuration settings and all other details, and which is a summary of all the configurations that we have gone through in the last different stages. And once we confirm everything is perfect and ready for us, we should be ready to go ahead and create this policy. So I'm going to create policy. Perfect. So policy is created, and let me go ahead and search for that SSPR. Perfect. So here you see I have created this one, and there was another one, right? But I have created this one, and this policy can be edited and changed or modified as per our needs whenever we wanted to change or do something, right? And here you can see the name, description, OEM URI, and integer value for the policy. So yeah, this is how we can go ahead and do that. And this is the policy which is going to let end users to change the passwords or reset the passwords on the locked screen, and they don't have to reach out to help desk and support teams, and they don't have to bother them at all, right? And here we are improving end user experience as well as we are improving their productivity, and we are removing their frustrations from those such situations, right? So yeah, that's all for this video. I hope you will like it. Please do watch all other videos as well, and put any questions or comments in the comment section below if you have any. And yeah, thanks for watching. Bye for now.